Hey guys, what's up? So, the other day I had a customer drop off this laptop here, and they said they actually dropped it, and now it no longer boots up. So, have this plugged in. Let's see what's up. So, it was working fine. They dropped it, and now it's not working at all. So, it's not booting up or doing this stuff. So, hopefully you can see that. Let's bring it up here. Zoom that in a little bit. Okay, PC hard drive check just to see what's up. Quick check. Phone is ringing. Alright, come back. Alright guys, back here. Phone rings. So no hard drive installed. Please check that power and data cables are connected correctly. So I suspected something like this. So at this point, it's usually either two different things. It's either a bad hard drive or something happened on the motherboard where the STA or serial ATA controller is somehow one of the traces is broken, or something is not actually creating a connection between the hard drive and the motherboard. So, alright, so I'm going to shut this thing off real quick and flip this over. Unplug it, take the battery out just to fully discharge it just in case, and then I'm going to take the hard drive out and test it into a different machine, and I'll know right away if it's actually the hard drive or the alright, hold on, I got a Jimmy tool here. Alright, hold on one second. Actually, this Jimmy tool is pretty cool. I got it for LCDs. There we go. Oh, I just popped off, I guess. Alright. Okay, so here's the hard drive. If you can see that, let me bring it down closer to that here. There is the hard drive. And this thing is not booting up. It's not even detecting the hard drive. So I'm going to unscrew it here. I wish I could find my better Phillips. Tip Phillips here. Okay. Get this unscrewed. And I don't know if this is actually this is a newer laptop, so I mean it's not an expensive laptop. It's an AMD based laptop, so it's not the greatest. But pop this thing out. Get the screws out of here. Yeah, I don't have my I can't find my Phillips, my magnetic tip Phillips. So I'm trying to be careful with not getting these screws stuck in the motherboard somewhere. Where, I mean, I don't want to take the whole thing apart just to find a screw. Okay, so it actually is a regular hard drive, 500 gig hard drive. So originally I wasn't sure if this was solid state or just a regular hard drive. Okay, so alright, I'm going to put this back in. Just temporary to see if, like I said, I originally didn't know if this was solid state or not, so I plug that back in, put the power in, and what I want to do is to hear this thing, see if it's spinning. Because it's not solid state, it's a regular hard drive, it should power on and spin up. So what I'm going to do is, probably not going to see this, but I'm going to power this on and okay, just by putting my ear against this thing, I can hear this thing is not spinning up correctly. It's going this. It's definitely not something wrong with it. So, okay, now it stopped. So what I'm going to do is one more time just to make sure. Yes, hard drive has definitely failed. Okay, so. Okay, 500 gig hard drive, and do this again. So I guess that's pretty, I mean, to me, because it doesn't sound normal. But just to, before I tell the customer I need to get a new hard drive, I'm going to hook up my little tester here. And this is actually kind of a, it's made by, put a link where you can get this thing if you're interested in it. Lantec. And it basically allows me to connect a hard drive to a USB device. So it came with power, so it's, and then I'm going to hook this up to my computer, my test computer up here. Well, there should be a power cable in here somewhere. Here it is. Alright, so I'm going to hook this power up to it, and I'm going to get a better idea of how this thing's going to spin up correctly or not. What's funny is I do actually have a guy that can actually fix these things. They're called data mechanics. They're over in Irvine, and that guy's a super pro. He actually has a clean room, and he takes the hard drives apart, and he'll actually fix the board. So one time I actually had a customer with a server problem, and it was a CPA and had a bunch of financial information on there, but the backup failed, and it was all kinds. It was kind of like a disaster. So we actually had to physically take the hard drive apart, and he had to change the controller boards, change a couple chips. Kind of cool. But yeah, the guy's super talented. Alright, so I'll put a link in the description to that guy too. So let's plug this in. Let's see what we got. Yeah, it just doesn't sound right, like it's even booting up correctly. Maybe I'm going to put this up here, we can maybe hear it. I don't know where the mic is on this thing, but I'm trying to put it where you guys can actually hear it. So, that doesn't sound good. But, just to make sure, I'm going to connect it to my computer, just to double check. So I have a laptop right here. Sometimes a hard drive will spin down if it doesn't get like a signal, so that's why I want to verify, double check here. Put my other laptop over here. Let's get it in the frame. Alright, I'll log into this. That way you guys don't know my password, that's what I'm doing. Alright, so I'll hook this up. Have a USB in the front of it. And okay, yeah, this thing is just not spinning right. Sometimes I don't suggest doing this, but I surprisingly got a hard drive to spin like this, tapping it. Alright, so that's the diagnosis. Bad hard drive. So, like I said, it's usually either the motherboard or the hard drive. But actually what happens lots of times when you drop a laptop, you can actually crack the board here. Sometimes this can get messed up in there, and the pins, and you can actually, sometimes you can resolder these pins. But when it's a physical hard drive, it's usually the hard drive. But if this would have been a solid state drive, I would have probably been looking more at the motherboard. So, cool, awesome.